Hey everyone, and welcome back to Night Combos.
Welcome back. Hubby's here.
Yeah, y'all, my voice is a little bit hoarse. Sorry. If y'all can hear that, the wind is literally whistling and whipping outside.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, we made it to 3,000 subscribers, y'all. We did it. So thank you so much to all of you. Truly, truly, thank you so much. Hubby's goal was to make it to 3,000 subscribers by the end of the month, and we done it before the end of the month. So that's
Now now we're over 3,000.
yeah, I can't remember the exact number, but yes, like now we're over 3,000, and we're so excited about it, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers that's been with us from the very beginning all the way to now, that has stuck with us and continues to be a part of our family and channel here on YouTube. Thank you so very much to all of our new subscribers. We truly appreciate y'all so very much. Welcome. We hope y'all continue to enjoy our content and our channel. But y'all, we still are trying to grow our family. We still want to grow our little family here on YouTube. So if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell, all of the things, and we would greatly appreciate it so very much. But y'all, we made it to 3,000. A little over, so we're so excited. Anyway, we wanted to get into something about what Gypsy said in her book. You know, we've gone over all the way up to chapter 4 in her book, and we're going to go over some more, we promise. We also have the video coming out. We're going to make a post on our community page of our YouTube channel about the story, or the true crime story about someone that we knew very closely, that knew our family, that we were friends with, everything, that committed a heinous crime that was just horrible and so unexpected. We're gonna make a post on the community page on our channel. They'll let y'all know when we're gonna post that. We will be posting that because it'll be either tomorrow or the next day. So we'll let y'all know kind of ahead of time, because we know there's some of you that do want to see that story, and that way y'all kind of get a little bit of a notification before it, is posted, so that y'all can be ready for it. But y'all, this is Claude, Gyp's grandfather, when she was younger, and this is her when she was younger, just like hugging up to him, not sitting on his lap, nothing like that, just hugging up to him, okay? But we had someone leave a comment in the comment section on a previous video, and they made some really good points. They really did. And we wanted to go over that comment, and we left their name off of it because we never want to put somebody's name out there unless they want us to. But we want to go over that comment with y'all and a couple of the inserts from chapter 4 that we already posted on our channel that this person was talking about. And also, real quick, just to let people know, we have several people that have emailed us that have done some very nice things for us. Even one person that's been with us from the beginning that helped me with the way I speak and everything, was so sweet and kind about it, and that we really need to email back. But we're working on getting our emails caught up and emailing everyone back. So just to let y'all know, we are going to be emailing y'all back. We've read y'all's emails. We'll be emailing y'all back within the next few days. We're trying, y'all. With working and having normal life going on and then doing a YouTube channel, it just gets a little hectic sometimes. But we do apologize, and we will be emailing y'all back soon. Okay, so we're not going to play the whole chapter over again or anything like that. We pulled a few inserts from the chapter 4 that we're going to play for y'all. That we're going to play for y'all. So y'all remember from our video titled Gypsy's Aunts Speak Out? If you haven't watched that, y'all really should, because it tells the truth about how they feel towards, and it's Dee Dee's sisters it's Gypsy's aunts, but they're it's two of Dee Dee's sisters. So if y'all haven't watched that, y'all really should, because it tells the truth about how they feel towards creators covering this case, and how the Petrie family feels about her book, which is, her mom's side of the family. Obviously, most of y'all know that, that the Petrie family is her mom's side of the family. And it tells, how they feel about it. And we show their comments, her aunt's comments, and all of that in that video. So go watch that if y'all haven't. It's really interesting. Because y'all remember Gyp saying in a TV interview right before her book was released that her mom's side of the family were so happy for her to be writing this book and getting her story out there. They weren't very happy with the documentary and stuff like that, her doing that, but they were very happy for her to be doing this book and all of that. So yeah, in that video that we posted, it shows the comments from her aunts and how they feel about creators and that cover her and all of that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play these few inserts real quick, and then we'll go over them. And there we go. Okay. Didn't want to have it too high and it be too loud for y'all's ears.
Claude and Laura in their new house. While she recuperated for several months, my mother and I slept on a pull-out couch in the living room. I remember Daddy Claude moseying over like an old grizzly bear to where I was lying. His hand moved toward my pull-up diaper like it was a pot of honey. Mom's arm swiftly intervened, like a human fly swatter. She shooed Daddy's hand away. He over like an old grizzly bear to where I was lying. His hand moved toward my pull-up diaper like it was a pot of honey. Mom's arm swiftly intervened, like a human fly swatter. She shooed Daddy's hand away. He grunted and walked out of the room. Her message to keep his hands off was too late. Daddy had already crossed the line that should never have been approached.
It's really odd that she calls her grandpa Daddy.
I know, right?
But anyway, that's not the point, so.
I want to show you something, Possum. He carried me toward his bedroom where Laura was napping. She had frequent fainting spells that would knock her out, so Daddy walked us past her bed and, like a groom carrying his bride over the threshold, took me into a walk-in closet. He turned the light on, shut the door, and deposited me on top of a plastic dresser, like the ones you see in Walmart, with clear drawers and white casing. Anyway, I sat in my nightgown and asked, "What is it?" He pulled my nightgown above my knees and spread them apart with his hands. I didn't resist. Mama would have killed me if she found out I moved my legs in front of anyone, even close family.
Okay, so hubby and I was talking about this and stuff, and we were thinking about it, and just please know we're absolutely not victim blaming or anything like that when we say this, okay? So just keep with us. But if you knew what your grandfather had already done to you, like you say, he, quote, washed your pecan. And yes, y'all, that's how I pronounce it, unless I'm saying butter pecan ice cream or something, like.
Mm-hmm.
And because our grandma rather loved that ice cream, and that's how she said it. So it would sound odd to me for myself to say butter pecan ice cream, but it sounds right if I say like pecan. That sounds right, but butter pecan ice cream sounds wrong.
Like pecan pie.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I say it the same way. Pecan pie, butter pecan ice cream.
Y'all let us know how y'all say it in the comments down below, because we're very curious how other people say it. We say pecan for anything and everything except for the ice cream. It's butter pecan ice cream. But anything else, it's pecan. It's pecan pie. Pecan pie and butter pecan ice cream. But I say that, I brought that up because, remember, I can't remember if it was chapter 3, chapter 4, but she was talking about how her mom would put her in the bathtub. Sorry, y'all, my voice went out. But her mom would put her in the bathtub with her grandfather, and he lathered his hands up and said, "Come here, I need to wash that pecan."
Yeah.
She said pecan. So anyway, I was just curious. But yeah, hubby jokes with me about that all the time, y'all. But getting back to what I was saying, if you knew that he had already done to you like sorry, y'all. If you knew what he had already done to you, like you say, he, quote, washed your pecan in the bathtub, or pecan in the bathtub, and his hands came towards your pull-up like a pot of honey, and he carried you over the threshold like a bride, that's just disgusting, in my opinion. Y'all, that is sick, in my opinion. Anyway, like...
Yeah, it's horrible.
But... To say that as an adult writing this book, why would you describe yourself like that? And again, we're not victim shaming at all by saying that, but why would you describe yourself like that? You know that you're a grown adult now writing this book, so why, when writing this book, would you describe yourself as a bride being carried over the threshold to what we're about to talk about with the whole leg incident and everything? Sorry, y'all, we had to go and check on something and then come back, so I don't know exactly where we left off at, but I know we were talking about why you would write this in a book as a grown adult. If you claim these things truly happened to you, why would you describe yourself in those ways, like a pot of honey or a bride being carried over the threshold and all of that? Why would you describe yourself as that? That's just gross and disgusting. In my opinion, it truly is. But the main question is, and hear us out, y'all, if you knew your mom would, quote, unalive you, like you said, she would unalive you, and be so mad and angry at you for moving your legs like that, as you said, why would you not resist? You literally said you did not resist. I know I would have resisted. I know that I would have resisted. If I was scared or thought my mom would get mad, I would have resisted anyway. I do know that. But if you were so scared of your mom, I don't get why you wouldn't resist.
It just doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't. Like I was saying, I would have gotten mad. That's not what I'm gonna say. I would have resisted if, my mom, if I thought my mom would get mad at me for moving my legs in that way. I would have said, no, I can't move my legs like that. Mama will get mad at me, or something to that effect. I mean,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know I would have at least tried to resist anyway. I know as a child you may not be able to resist, but I would have at least tried. And this is speaking as if this actually happened to her, okay? When me and you were talking about it, when hubby and I were talking about it, we were saying how we get most children will not say what was done to them because they're scared or feel ashamed. But most children, and maybe not all of them, but most children would resist, or especially when it's a family member, and in most cases it is a family member or family friend. They would at least feel comfortable enough to be like, no, I can't do that. My mom will get mad, or, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So I really think that most children would at least try to resist if they were as scared of their mom as she claims she was, or at least they would have tried to resist. But tell us what y'all think in the comments down below, because we truly want to know, so that, we know y'all's opinions and thoughts on this and everything. And we're so sorry to people that are out there that have been through childhood SA and R and even adult SA and R. Like, we're so sorry, because we've seen a couple of comments that this book is nothing but a trigger, just like we said in the last video. It's nothing but a trigger. It's not for survivors or to show them that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's absolutely ridiculous. But let us know what y'all think in the comments. And also about the pecan thing too, or pecan, whatever. But, okay, let's look at that comment someone wrote. And, y'all, this picture right here is Claude, by the way, after Dip had done grown up. This was a picture of him from the documentary after she got released from prison. Okay, so this person wrote, "The book is a confusing mess of excuses and scattered false memories, along with a serious sexual overtone in way too much of it." And I agree, there is way too much of a sexual overtone in this book.
Way too much.
So far, just to chapter 4. Heck, just in the first 2 chapters there was. But y'all, we are going to be posting more of the book to a couple more chapters as well tomorrow. So just to let y'all know. But they said this book is a confusing mess of excuses and scattered false memories, along with a serious sexual overtone and way too much of it. Nothing can be corroborated by anyone unless they were physically present. And so far apart from Dee Dee, Claude is the one she's referenced the most as far as being there and involved in what she's written about. Her accusations about him are sickening for 2 reasons. And y'all, listen to this. If it's true, she's allowed a pedo to be free to hurt more children for the past 25 years. If it's not true, she's using an innocent man, her own 86-year-old grandfather, as a scapegoat. Either way, she's a disgrace. And that's true. Either way that, you look at that, it's wrong that she's doing this. Whether it's true or whether it's false. Both ways that she's handled this is wrong. But the bottom part of this comment, most importantly, got us thinking. It got hubby and us curious about this. Gypsy, not saying anything for the past, sorry y'all, for the past 25 years. Okay, so, and like we said, we understand a child may not say anything for many different reasons. But it got us thinking about the law in Louisiana. Okay, so where we live, there's absolutely no statute of limitations for child SA or child R or not even adult SA or adult R. There's no statute of limitations. You can literally report it 100 years later if you want to, for example. You know what I'm saying? So we looked at it in Louisiana just so we would have our facts straight. And it says that Louisiana, yes, there is a statute of limitations for R in Louisiana, but it depends on the type of R. Like forcible or second degree R, y'all can see I have it highlighted there. There is no time limit to prosecute for these crimes if it's forcible or second degree, which from what she describes, it would be. Okay, and so therefore there would not be a statute of limitations on what she went through, if it's true. And then it goes on to say, third degree R, the time limit is 6 years from the date of the offense.
Which I don't agree with.
Yeah. The statute of limitations for schmeck's offenses in Louisiana varies depending on the type of abuse and the victim's age. The victim's choice to report the crime does not affect the statute of limitations. However, the statute of limitations is increased by 3 years if DNA evidence identifies the perpetrator. But yeah, like you were saying, I think all states should be like this, because it does take people years and years sometimes if they went through childhood essay and stuff like that, or childhood art, it takes them way into their adult years a lot of times,
Exactly.
to even say something,
Yeah.
so much less be able to have the courage to go and actually report it, and that's what I have highlighted at the bottom here, but we'll get to that in just a second. So, and this is talking about children specifically. It says, yes, Louisiana has a statute of limitations for child SA, which is absolutely mind-blowing, seriously. And then it says civil claims, a person under 28 can file a claim without a statute of limitations. For those over 28 who previously attempted to file a case, which we know Gypsy has not, there was a 3-year look-back window to reopen their case that expired on June 14th, 2024. Criminal prosecution. Other S offenses, including the M word, like, I don't know how to say this.
It rhymes with PlayStation.
Well, yeah. I don't know if that's such a good example, but I mean, yeah, it does. Okay. So, other S offenses, including station of a juvenile, have a 30-year time limit for prosecution. So, therefore, Gyp could possibly, given her age, if she was to do it now, and since she wanted to write it in a book, she's obviously comfortable with reporting it, I would think,
Yeah.
if she's telling it for the world to hear and see and know, and set it for the documentary on the first season. And then essay of a minor. A person can be held liable for essay of a minor for 10 years after the minor reaches the age of majority. The statute of limitations for child essay is often challenging because victims may not realize they were abused until years later, or they may be convinced not to report it, which a lot of times is what happens. And then what we have highlighted here is the average age to report abuse is 52 years old, y'all. That's what we're saying, to report it, not just to talk about it or finally come out, about it to someone that it happened to them, but to report it. 52 years old. So I don't get why they have a statute of limitations on child SA if, when it literally, in most cases, takes someone up to the age of 52 to report it, And then it says you can consult local law enforcement or a personal injury lawyer for more information. So she could absolutely go to a lawyer and talk to them about it and say, look, this is how old I was when it happened. This is how old I am now, which the lawyer would look at all that anyway, and they would tell her whether or not she could actually go forward with reporting it. And like that comment said, why wouldn't you? Now, going back to that comment real quick, we know that, none of the other family members have ever said anything like this. None of the other family members have ever came out and said anything like this, which doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything at all, but none of the sisters have, none of the grandchildren have, nobody has ever said anything like this except for Gypsy, okay? So it really makes you wonder, is this true? But like this person said, if it's true, she literally, when she did finally come to terms with it, if it's true, and realized, okay, that she could talk about it and put it in a book and put it on national television and all of that. She could have reported it so that it would stop Claude from being able to hurt any other children or adults or anything. Because she also put in the book that he done things that were not right with her mom. And her mom being a grown woman with a child of her own. And they were still like taking baths together and stuff. So, you know, it would prevent him from doing other things like that if this is true. And then if it's not true, that's just wrong. And that really pisses me off even worse, because that right there is the reason people will not report things when it actually happens to them. When women and men alike, men are very, very unlikely. Looking at statistics, men are very, very unlikely to report an R or an SA. Okay, they're very unlikely to do it. Women are also very unlikely to do it as well, but more men than women, you know, will go without reporting it. But this pisses me off so bad, and I know it does you too, by the look on your face, but it makes it hard for people that actually were R'd or SA'd to come forward and make a report, because it makes it where they're not believed, or the police treat them like they're the perpetrator instead of the victim. Because so many girls and women lie about things like this right here. So Gypsy, if you're lying about this, which a lot of evidence and a lot of proof points to that, the fact that you are, and I'm not saying you are, we're not saying that at all for 100%, you know, fact. We're not saying that you're lying about it 100% fact. But Gypsy, if you are, oh my gosh, so all the things that you have done, it's like the cherry on top. I mean, this is sickening, Gypsy. It really, truly is. And like this person said, the only person that can even say anything against what Gypsy said is Claude, because Dee Dee's not here to be able to say anything. Gypsy even said something like that in her book, you know, that, you know, her mom, I forgot exactly how it was worded, but it was like her mom, you know, can't have an opinion or something like that about this. Well, I guess not, since you offed her and she's not on the face of this earth anymore. But that's the only other person that would be able to be here to say, no, this did not happen, or yes, it did happen. You know? So what do y'all think about all of this? What do y'all think about the laws? What do y'all think about the pecan and pecan? And not with dip, but the way we say it. But, you know, truly, what do y'all think about everything that we've said in this video? Y'all let us know in the comments down below, because we're really curious on y'all's thoughts and opinions on this. But this is all we have for y'all for right now. And we truly hope y'all enjoyed it and found it informative and enjoyed the video. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Again, if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, because we're still trying to grow our little family and channel here on YouTube, like we said. Make sure you like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos coming up. And all the things, comment, everything, all the things. We would greatly appreciate it so much. And we hope y'all have a good night, and God bless.
Have a good night, and God bless.
Bye.
Bye.